For much of the early AI boom, attention gravitated toward applications. Chatbots, image generators, writing tools, and consumer-facing AI products dominated headlines. These apps were visible, easy to understand, and impressive in demos. They showed what AI could do. In 2026, the spotlight has shifted. Investors, enterprises, and large technology buyers are paying more attention to AI infrastructure companies than to AI apps. And this shift reveals how the industry is maturing. The core reason is simple. AI apps are where value is demonstrated, but AI infrastructure is where value is sustained. As AI moves from experimentation to large-scale deployment, the bottlenecks are no longer ideas or interfaces. They are compute, cost control, reliability, security, and integration. Infrastructure companies sit at the center of those challenges. One major driver of this shift is scale. AI apps can grow users quickly, but scaling AI reliably is expensive and complex. Every additional user increases demand for compute, storage, networking, and monitoring. Infrastructure companies build the systems that make this scaling possible. As AI usage becomes continuous rather than occasional, infrastructure determines whether AI remains viable or becomes prohibitively expensive. Cost visibility has pushed attention toward infrastructure as well. Many companies underestimated how expensive AI would be at production scale. Running large models, serving inference, storing data, and monitoring behavior creates ongoing operational costs. AI infrastructure companies focus on efficiency, optimization, and predictability. They help businesses manage AI costs over time, not just launch features. Reliability is another critical factor. AI apps can fail in ways that are highly visible and damaging. Latency spikes, outages, or degraded performance erode trust quickly. Infrastructure companies design systems for uptime, redundancy, and graceful failure. As AI becomes embedded into core workflows, reliability matters more than novelty. That shifts attention to the companies building the underlying rails. Enterprise adoption has reinforced this trend. Large organizations care less about individual AI apps and more about how AI fits into their existing systems. They need infrastructure that integrates with security, compliance, identity, data governance, and legacy software. Infrastructure providers address these needs directly. Apps often sit on top of this foundation, but they depend on it entirely. Another reason infrastructure companies are gaining attention is differentiation. Many AI apps rely on similar models and offer overlapping functionality. Competition is intense, and switching costs are low. Infrastructure, by contrast, is harder to replace. Once a company builds its AI systems around a particular infrastructure stack, switching becomes costly and risky. This makes infrastructure businesses more defensible. The rise of hybrid and on-device AI has also elevated infrastructure importance. AI is no longer purely cloud-based. Workloads are split across data centers, edge devices, and local hardware. Managing this complexity requires orchestration, tooling, and specialized platforms. Infrastructure companies provide the connective tissue that makes hybrid AI architectures work. Security and compliance concerns further explain the shift. AI systems process sensitive data and influence critical decisions. Enterprises need infrastructure that supports auditability, access control, logging, and oversight. These capabilities are not optional. Infrastructure companies are building trust layers that allow AI to be deployed responsibly. Apps alone cannot provide that assurance. Investor behavior reflects these realities. Infrastructure companies often have clearer revenue models, longer contracts, and deeper integration with customers. Their growth may be slower, but it is more durable. In an environment where predictability is valued, infrastructure attracts more confidence than app-driven hype. Another important factor is longevity. AI apps rise and fall quickly as trends change. Infrastructure evolves more slowly. The companies building compute platforms, data pipelines, deployment tools, and optimization layers are positioned to benefit regardless of which apps win. They profit from the entire ecosystem, not just one use case. The attention shift also reflects a lesson learned from previous tech cycles. In cloud computing, mobile platforms, and the internet itself, infrastructure companies ultimately captured enormous value. The same pattern is emerging in AI. The industry is recognizing that the most critical innovations happen beneath the surface. Recent AI product launches reinforce this trend. Many headline features depend on improvements in infrastructure rather than new apps. Faster inference, lower latency, better cost control, and improved reliability all come from infrastructure advances. Apps benefit, but infrastructure enables. There is also a talent signal. Some of the most sought-after engineers and researchers are working on systems optimization, model efficiency, and deployment tooling. The hardest problems in AI today are not generating text or images. They are making AI affordable, stable, and governable at scale. Another reason infrastructure companies are gaining attention is that they shape standards. Decisions about model formats, deployment pipelines, monitoring tools, and hardware optimization influence the entire industry. Infrastructure providers quietly set the rules others follow. This shift does not mean AI apps are unimportant. Apps are still where users experience AI, but the center of gravity has moved. Sustainable advantage now comes from controlling the layers beneath the app. In 2026, why AI infrastructure companies are getting more attention than AI apps comes down to maturity. The industry is moving from excitement to execution. Execution depends on infrastructure. AI apps answer the question, what can AI do? AI infrastructure answers the question, can AI work at scale, safely, and profitably? As AI becomes embedded into everyday business and consumer products, the companies that keep it running reliably will matter more than those that merely showcase it. The future of AI will still include great apps, but the companies shaping the future are increasingly the ones building the foundations those apps stand on.